Hi girls, it's Friday and this week is Harry Potter week. So it's been so interesting to hear about how you guys got into Harry Potter. My earliest memory of Harry Potter was being in 5th grade. And I remember watching Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards, and Harry Potter won the category for Best Book. And I was like, Harry Potter, gosh, everybody is reading him. And I just remember thinking, wow, he's really popular, but never having any real interest in reading it. It wasn't until 6th grade when we went to middle school and I was forced to change classes and I had to get to know all these new people. And I met my really good friends. They all read Harry Potter, and my one friend, Christina in particular, said, you have to read it. So she gave me the first book. I sat down and read it, and it was like crack. I was a 6th grader on crack. I could not get enough of it. And that was the time when the 4th book was just about to come out. It had to be the same year because I remember Christina reading it, finishing it, and then she let me the book. And I remember staying up all night to finish this massive book. I couldn't believe it. I never ever spent that much time reading. I think the reason why I like Harry Potter so much is because J.K. Rowling is such a good storyteller that she really taught me how to write. I started writing fan fiction of Harry Potter when I was in 6th grade. And at the time, it was a really weird sensation. I felt really weird for wanting to write about someone else's story. I did a classic Mary Sue character. I had a new girl come to the school, and her name was Tamora, and she was Snape's niece. And looking back on it now, I'm really embarrassed to say that I did a Mary Sue character. But to really start creative writing, and I think because I felt so comfortable with the setting and the characters and the world that J.K. Rowling created, I was able to really discover my writing voice. And, I asked the questions, what if this, or this happened? And would it be fun to read this or this happen? So after I read maybe 5 books in, I can remember rereading the books and understanding the concept of foreshadowing. And at the time, it blew my mind that she could write about something in the 1st or 2nd book that would have repercussions in the 4th or 5th book. It really showed me what foreshadowing was, and it wasn't me reading it up in my English textbook and looking at a definition that had no emotional connection to. She taught me how most minor character could have as much background as the main character. I really appreciate the time and effort that she put into all the characters, not just Harry, Hermione, and Ron. Good example of that would be Neville Longbottom, Dobby, but they're not the main characters, so it's kind of an interesting concept when you think about it, that she put so much time and effort into every aspect of the story. Everyone's been talking about their favorite book. My favorite book of the series was Prisoner of Azkaban. Like you guys liked it. The reason why I like the 3rd book so much is because the story shifted. 1st and 2nd book, Harry was just 11 and 12. It was just a lot more childlike. Focus on stuff at school. And then at the end, there was all this stuff about this bad guy. It focused a lot on the school and Harry's progression as a wizard. I feel like you can definitely tell that they're getting older in the 3rd book. It's the first plot where J.K. Rowling really explains that the events that happened when Harry got his scar still have repercussions now. And that showed in the Marauders and Remus and Sirius's connection. You got to see Voldemort's effect on the wizarding world more from the outside. When he realized that Sirius was his godfather and that all this other stuff happened, it suddenly became, whoa, this isn't exactly a kid's book. I never felt like Harry Potter was a kid's book. I don't know about you guys. And J.K. Rowling herself has said that she never intended it to be read for kids, mainly because the story opens with a double homicide. So, Tara asked what our house would be. Most of the time while I read the books, I always felt like I was Ravenclaw. But yes, this is why I want to be J.K. Rowling so much, because she allowed me to grow up with Harry, but more so than that, I discovered myself as a writer. Camp NaNoWriMo, are you doing it? If you're not doing it July, are you doing it August? Or are you doing it July? Tara, are you doing Camp NaNoWriMo? Word of the day is ibuprofen. Hope you guys have a great 4th of July and have a nice weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye!